one example. Our reporter Naomi Lewin says she was the last person on Earth to join a tour group vacation.
That's us. Clearly not your usual tour group. Once upon a time, we all sang in the Yale Glee Club, which has a tradition of choral camaraderie through touring. One Glee Club alum got the idea of reliving our bright college years and started the Yale Alumni Chorus. The group's first tour included 300 singers, friends, and family. It was a wild success.
Жил землянка в окопах тайге, похоронен был дважды заживо, жил в разлуке, любил в тоске. И врагу никогда не добиться, чтоб склонилась твоя голова, дорогая моя столица, золотая моя Москва.
Sesame Street, how to get to Sesame Street. Sunny days, clouds away, on our way to where Sesame Street.
Since the members of this chorus gathered from all over the world, before we could take our show on the road, we had to rehearse.
Thursday, we met on Thursday night, and we started rehearsing, and they had warned me that they were challenged when it came to movements. And they caught on unbelievably quickly. And you're going to see now the results. We had a quick rehearsal on Thursday and one yesterday, and they take to it like yaks to water. Yaks to water. Yaks to water. Yaks to water.
Mark Dahlhoff, the guy who voluntarily spearheaded this tour, had a job not unlike Moses moving the Israelites. It took 2 charter planes to get us to Russia and back, 1 entire train to convey us from St. Petersburg to Moscow, and 10 to 12 buses for everything else. Most tours content themselves with a tote bag or T-shirt, but not us. We had haberdashery, unpackable Panama hats, logo-laden ties and scarves, and few left home without them. Those hats had another feature. At the drop of any of them, our group burst into song. Traveling with folks who love to sing means that music is likely to erupt just about anywhere. Airports,
This morn and gone, I will sing always.
restaurants, even out on Tiananmen Square.
As the blackbird in the spring.
Another daily ritual took me back. Morning announcements.
Do not place your large bag under the bed, in the closet, behind the desk, or under the chair. Blake your brew sandwich.
Thought up the idea of having balloon races up to the high ceiling, so people buy their balloons, have them filled up with helium in the lobby. And she swore, says there are a lot of people who come to the concert just for the balloon race, so it works.
Mark, how do you want us dressed for the 4 o'clock rehearsal?
Swim trunks. Those of you that have to get the thumb, bring that along. Introduce yourself to the Cambridge people. We'd like to sit interspersed. So don't sit down with your elbows like this. Some of the Cambridge people wanted to sit together because they're probably a little intimidated by all of this. They're still trying to figure out why 150 the aliens invited themselves over for dinner. I'm sure to them it's kind of like the relatives from West Virginia. Anybody from West Virginia? I have relatives here, I know.
The alumni chorus was invited to reassemble to celebrate Yale's 300th anniversary.
It's such an honor to be here, Madam Mayor, with so much of the Yale family and with Dean Richard Broadhead of Yale College, to honor you, the people of Wrexham and the university's first benefactor, our namesake, on the occasion of the university's 300th anniversary. And that original gift of 32 books, which we still have, became the core of our library, which has now grown to over 10 million volumes, one of the 10 largest libraries in the world. But let me begin by offering our collective thanks to you and to so many of the people of Wrexham who have made this trip a lifetime memory for everyone.
The tour came off remarkably well, no doubt due to the wonderful esprit de corps that came from so much singing en route. Well, that and the bonding experiences we shared.
You sound like little English choir boys. You know how English choir boys have these wonderful heightened vowels? To this Lord and God. That's the sound we want from all of you, just like so.
The anchor is weighed and the sails they are set. Away we go, so fare thee well, my bonny young girl, we are bound for Rio Grande. Little lamb, little innocent lamb, I'm gonna serve God till I die. Little lamb, little innocent lamb, I'm gonna serve God till I die. 'Cause there ain't no dying, 'cause there ain't no dying in that heavenly land, in that heavenly land, in that heavenly
At the Xi'an Normal School, we had a genuine exchange of culture. We sang and played the set of handbells we'd schlepped all the way from Connecticut as a present for the students.
The Yale Alumni Chorus has been very actively interested in the ECPO's outreach program to children. And once this idea got set fire in the Alumni Chorus, there was no stopping us.
The subject of Port Elizabeth came up, then the subject of ECPO came up, and then we were musing, that wasn't it sort of too bad and sad, that they had this wonderful music investment program, as it's called. Think about that. It's a wonderful name for a program that teaches young children from disadvantaged areas. And we now know what that looks like. To play orchestral instruments. It's fantastic. It's made all the difference in the world.
Thank you for investing in the future of our country. Every single item you brought is treasured. You are just about doubling the number of instruments which belongs to the project. The dividends of this success will await you when you come to visit us again. Thank you.
Bravo!
This is a very special day for us here, not only in the city of God, but here in the house of Santana, to receive you all because of your presence and your gift of song to us. She said that when Mark and Tracy came and had the first contact with her and with the people at Casa de Santana, she never imagined that all of you would come here. This surprise visit is just overwhelmingly wonderful.
One last thing. We want the children to know that they have to practice really hard. And someday we'd like to come back again to hear them when they're good. And when they're really, and if they're really, really good, and they work really, really hard, maybe we can have them come to the United States.
There were no tears at the airport the next day. After such an incredible musical odyssey, all anyone could ask was, where do we go next time? And how soon? For The Savvy Traveler, I'm Naomi Lewin.